It is 101 my time as I'm recording this, and Spirit is saying your time being alone, being lonely, being bored, like it's done. And it feels interesting. I'm recording this on October 30th. It doesn't matter when you listen to this. All my messages pretty much are timeless. But it feels a little bit weird to be like, you guys are about to go outside. You guys are about to, like, things are about to pick up as things are slowing down for the winter. I think a lot of the times we're used to summer kind of being the energy of like getting out and like meeting new people, starting new relationships, going out and having fun. But Spirit is saying you have been in your little hermit mode for too long, and it is time, and it is happening faster than you think. Okay, literally the Chariot was the first card at the bottom of the deck as I go to grab my deck. This is coming in fast. This is coming in hot, and you guys deserve to feel all of the good things that come with the Chariot feeling. You guys, again, it's not that you guys have been feeling bad. It's not that you guys have, it's just more than anything, you guys have been alone. You guys haven't had anyone to really like celebrate the successes with. You haven't had that in-person socialization. For some of you guys, it's literally you go to work, you go to the gym, you go home. And you might be talking to people in those interactions, but it's not real conversation. Spirit is saying this is the time to have real in-person conversation with people who are actually going to be interested, understand, and reciprocal. And now we have the Magician as I went to shuffle my deck at the bottom. So a lot of you guys have been calling this in. A lot of you guys, I'm hearing soul tribe, family. This is a big range of individuals. Some of these, you've already had relationships with these people. Some of you guys are having brand new people come in. Some of you guys, it's a development of a relationship. A lot of you guys, I'm channeling like co-workers or people you might be in more of an acquaintance basis, getting to know them further, going and doing things outside of your normal routine, or, you know, seeing them in class or seeing them at the gym, like going out of the normal times where you would find them and conversate with them. But again, this feels like more than one individual. People want to be around you. You took this time of isolation not just to like shut out the world, but you did it to heal. You knew that you needed to heal something about yourself. There was work that needed to be done, and you did it. And Spirit is saying, okay, confirmation, we don't need to be hermiting any longer. Let's go out there and show the world, and more importantly, ourselves, who we are and what we've done. So Spirit, can I just get a couple messages? Can I just get a couple cards? The Wheel of Fortune, things are literally changing, and the Strength card with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck now. Things are changing, and it's because you've held on to patience. This isn't just a hermiting of like a week or a month. You guys, honestly, I feel like you kind of go in waves of being more social and less social, and it's way more extreme than I think other individuals. So if you're kind of just going back and forth, this isn't your message. You guys, when you hermit, I mean like you guys go into hibernation. Like, do not disturb 24/7. We are just focusing on ourselves. We're not really going out in public. We're just kind of doing the things that we need to do and staying to ourselves, staying in our own lane. But Spirit is there's something about this collective just needing to be seen. I was getting this message, and they're saying to tie it into this collective of, you're not supposed to be the side character anymore. You were never supposed to be the side character, but you were around individuals trying to portray themselves as the main character. But when in actuality, main character individuals don't have to fight for the attention, don't have to fight. They don't have to say, oh, I'm the main character. They just are. Okay? And Spirit is going to put you in a situation and in places, and this isn't about feeding your ego or making you shine, you know, this isn't that collective, but it's just about you finally feeling felt, finally feeling understood. Part of the reason why you guys hermit in the ways that you do is you feel like no one around you can understand you. You feel like you might be called crazy. You feel like you might not be understood, or you might just be, whatever the case is, you've been ostracized for a lot of your life. You could be seeing a lot of crows and ravens. I've been seeing tons of crows and ravens, and they just pointed me to that on her cloak there. Things are changing. I can't show you the Wheel of Fortune, but she's like literally, and you're not quite going to, you feel it coming, but again, some of these relationships, it might not be who you expect. Some of them it may be. Others, again, it might be individuals from work asking you to go for a cup of coffee, or it might be someone at the gym. It might just allow things to unfold. Again, you have just been I'm sorry, but your spirit team's coming in very strongly, and just like, you've been alone for so long. What's the worst in saying no? Like, they're literally being like, you need to go out. You need to go conversate. You need to go have girl time, boy time, it doesn't matter. 454. You need to go out, and you need to Stop hiding your mysticism and your powers. And this is all about finding who you are. And I love that I'm recording this. Again, it doesn't matter when you're watching this, but recording this on the eve of Halloween when the veil is just so freaking thin. So thin. So again, the Magician coming out, you've manifested people, relationships, dynamics where you're understood, where you're valued, where you're listened to, where you're appreciated. And Spirit is saying you can only get those if you go out and find them. You know, they're finding you, but if you reject invitations, if you stay in your hermit mode and you just kind of put your cloak on and you put your AirPods in and you're not listening or looking at anyone, you're going to constantly be left in that energy, and you're going to be wondering, well, Spirit, when are these manifestations coming in? When's my soul tribe coming in? You have to get out of your bubble. And as a Scorpio myself, and it's Scorpio season 555, you could be a fellow introvert. You could be someone who just kind of likes their alone time. You love your space, you love the quiet, you love the peace, you love the solitude. You can still have that in this time. It's just going to be in moderation. You're doing it too excessively. You're doing it too excessively. We're hermiting out way too much. And again, if you're only going to like work and then errands, gym, if you're not doing anything fun for yourself and you're not socializing with anyone besides from a form of productivity or because you have to get out of that rhythm. Again, Spirit this is definitely my fellow introverts. This is definitely because I am that type of person who will, I like to cancel plans. I like to say no. I like my alone time. But you got to step out of that bubble. You have to go and have those in-person interactions. You can't just be by yourself because, again, I love you. This is me too. But when you're by yourself, you can't be kicking yourself again for not having friends or not going out or not socializing when you're having the offers presented in front of you. That's not to say you need to accept every single person and every single invitation, but don't be so quick to do your normal, oh, I'll think about it. Oh, no, thanks. Oh, if you say you're going to think about it, genuinely think about it. Because you have this, I want to pull just a couple more cards here. Because there's just such this message of, again, it's not about you like just being like publicly broadcasted, but you have like a story to be told, advice to be given. There's something like beneficial in you going, like there's so many different reasons, but you're going to impact other people. You do impact other people. And so the star and the Ace of Cups. Some of you too, you're calling in new love. You're wanting to find your partner, your soulmate. But again, if we're not ever going on dates, if we're not talking to people, if we ghost people, how do we, just, again, it's no tea, no shade. It's just, let's reevaluate real quick. But the star is, again, that main character download is the main character doesn't have to tell everyone around them that they're the main character. They don't have to speak louder. They don't have to try to be funny, try to be quirky, try to like get the last comment in. They're just themselves. The personality, the raw personality is what makes them the star. And that's who you are. And again, that's what you've been working on. You've been working on yourself. You've been healing your traumas. You've been perfecting your shadow. You've been 111 my time, perfecting your craft for some of you too. And so start putting your energy out there. Start putting yourself out there and watch what beautiful things happen for you. There's such beautiful, beautiful things, but you have to, again, gotta cover her. You have to allow yourself to be seen. You have to go out there in order to be discovered, in order to be felt, in order to be heard. And baby, you are going to be heard. This is not the past. The Wheel of Fortune, part of you guys, some of you guys are just expecting the past to continue. And Spirit's like, again, that Hermit, we worked through that. We know that that's not going to be the case. We know that we're having better things on the horizon, so we have to go to that horizon and we have to just expect good things to happen to us because it's bound to. It's bound to, okay? Literally 66% on my battery too and 111 as I'm finishing this. I love this download. I love you guys. Don't be afraid to shine bright. Again, you guys have been hiding yourself for so long and Spirit is saying it is time to go out. It's time to be seen. It's time to have fun. It's time to go party. I don't know. If you need me for a personal, link in bio.